Under the scorching sun that blanketed the African savanna, dry grass waved like golden sea ripples. Birds chirped from twisted acacia branches. A lion pride, regal and cautious, moved through the plains with steady grace. Among them, one cub, no older than a few months, bounced with unchecked excitement. He swatted at butterflies, rolled in warm dirt, and wandered with innocent curiosity. Unaware of danger, the cub veered off. The further he strayed, the denser the trees became. Shadows thickened. His paw prints marked a path away from safety. In those shadows, a dozen figures waited. Hyenas, their spotted fur blended into the tall grass. They crouched low, teeth bared in silence. The wind shifted, carrying the scent of the cub. Ears twitched, muscles tightened. Meanwhile, the cub chased a colorful insect. As it danced above his head, he leapt and missed, giggling in his own way. He kept after it, unaware of the jaws slowly closing in. Back with the pride, the lionesses sensed something. Their growls deepened. One mother turned suddenly, her instincts screaming. Her eyes darted to the trees. Her cub was gone. Through branches, the cub froze. Yellow eyes glared at him. Hyenas emerged from bushes, forming a loose circle. The cub took a step back. A snarl broke the silence. The cub let out a desperate cry. Sharp and piercing, it carried across the plains. Far off, where the trees thickened into forest, another set of ears perked up. From a low ridge overlooking the savanna, a figure stirred. Bakery, the old silverback, stood beneath a leaning tree. Alone for years, forgotten by his kind, he had become legend among rangers. Some believed he had vanished. Others whispered he watched silently from shadows. Today, he moved. With slow but deliberate motion, Bakery stepped forward. The cries of the cub reached him again. He looked down toward the plains, saw the ring of hyenas, and the helpless form of the lion cub. He did not hesitate. From the thicket, the cub's wide eyes followed the circling hyenas. One lunged, the cub dodged. Another snapped its teeth, missing. By inches, their snarls blended with the rustling wind. Then the ground thudded. A roar deep and foreign rumbled across the plain. Birds erupted from the trees. The hyenas paused, ears flicking. From the tree line, Bakery appeared, towering, muscular, weathered. He pounded his chest once, the sound booming like distant thunder. Dust swirled. The hyenas hesitated. Bakery charged. The silverback moved like a storm. Fists pounded the earth. Hyenas yelped and scattered. Two stood their ground. One leapt. Bakery caught it mid-air, hurled it aside. The second lunged. He ducked and slammed his weight into it. It tumbled into a tree. Grabbing the cub gently, Bakery cradled him against his chest. Without delay, he turned and ran. From his patrol jeep, Ranger Elias adjusted his binoculars. He had heard the roar and seen the disturbance. Dust clouds billowed as something moved rapidly. When the form became clear, Elias blinked. A gorilla, holding a lion cub and a trail of hyenas not far behind. He jumped onto his jeep's hood and raised his rifle. With precise timing, he fired into the air. The crack echoed. Hyenas skidded. Panic broke their rhythm. One by one, they disappeared. Into the tall grass, Bakery slowed. His powerful arms trembled. He reached Elias and dropped to his knees. Dust rose around him. He placed the cub down softly, then placed one massive hand on the cub's back. A goodbye. Elias knelt, checking the cub. Scratches, yes, but breathing. Alive. He looked up. Bakery's eyes met his. No words, only mutual respect. The gorilla turned and walked toward the forest. No glance back. His figure vanished among the trees. Elias wrapped the cub in a cloth and placed him in the front seat. He started the jeep and began driving slowly. He followed faint trails, bent grass, fresh paw prints. Eventually, he found the Pride resting under the wide shade of a lonely acacia. Stopping the vehicle, he lifted the cub and set him down gently a short distance away. A whistle escaped his lips. A lioness shot up, then sprinted. She reached her cub, sniffed him, licked every inch of his fur. Relief overwhelmed her. The Pride gathered. The cub nestled into her warmth. Elias watched from afar, arms crossed, heart full. The plains quieted again. But the forest held a new secret. A guardian, unseen but not forgotten. Perhaps the wild remembers its true protectors, not through statues, but through stories and whispers in the trees.